Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the card of today for the 30th of August 2016. A really nice energy again today. It's a little bit strange. Obviously, we have Mercury going retrograde today, and there seems to be a little bit of a fog, but I've sort of tried to push through that fog to feel the energy, and the energy is actually good. So if you're feeling a little bit heavy at the moment, if there's a little bit, I do think it'll clear. It's like, when you're on holiday and you wake up and it's all misty, and then by 10 o'clock the sun is shining and stuff like that. So this is the feeling that I'm getting for today. So first of all, before I start the cards, I just want to say a huge, massive thank you to Liz Stewart. Liz watches these videos. I don't know Liz personally, but Liz watches these videos, and she sent me this beautiful present, which is a hypnotic colouring book. And it's all things to colour with inside. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really, really love it. And Liz said that she was inspired by one of my readings to actually make this. So that's it's got a special little place in my heart, this one. So thank you so much for that, Liz. I can't wait to get some time and actually just sit and start colouring, but thank you. Massively appreciated. Right, okay, back to the cards. Again, everybody, I had quite a few messages from people saying that they do like the Osho cards as well. So I'm quite pleased about that, because I really like just adding the Osho ones in as well. So I'm going to stick with that for the time being. And the two cards today just tie in so well with each other. The card that I pulled on the tarot deck is the Fool, and the card that I pulled on the Osho is Adventure. So I'll start with the tarot one first, because this is one of my favorites. I love the Fool. So we have the Fool. Now, the Fool's number in tarot is 0. So this is about starting again. It's new beginnings. That's what always comes in with this card, and freedom as well. It's like wiping the slate clean, and just, I don't know, there's a real excitement comes with it as well, and this card tells you that, like, you're now ready to treat every day as an adventure, and you're now ready to live life to the fullest as well. There's a lot of excitement comes in with this, and there's a real lot of strong potential as well, and just a time of being, like, quite carefree. I feel the troubles of the last few months, have really weighed you down. And this is just, it's like, it's waking up and it's feeling the sun shining. It's having peace of mind. It's just feeling free. Where responsibilities, things that you feel you should do, all of this just seem to disappear. And it's, it's actually about you here, because what happens when the Fool comes in is the fear's gone. So that is why we feel this lightness with the Fool. There's a real spiritual element to the Fool as well, and it's sort of like it's like the God self, where you found the answers within yourself, so you're not looking to something else. You're realizing how powerful you are. Now, what I find is interesting, I'll just go into this briefly, because I can talk about this for hours, as most of you probably know now. I just go off on tangents. But tarot originally is called The Fool's Journey, and it's all about the Fool. And he starts off at the beginning of his journey, and he encounters all of the people and the situations within life, the magician, the high priestess, whatever. And all of them teach him something about himself. So then he comes to the end and he gets the world, which is completion. So he's like, right, okay, I know it all now. So he goes back to start his journey again. And he realizes that even though he has knowledge, he's still faced with different decisions and difficulties and blessings, along his way. And this knowledge helps him a little bit, but it doesn't really, it doesn't stop them happening. So when he gets to the completion on his second journey, the world again, he starts off as the Fool again on his third journey. And this is when he realizes that he knows nothing. This is when he has made it. So he is now starting his new journey, realizing that, you know, he is going to be learning all of the time. He's going to be learning every step of the way. But what he has now, rather than knowledge, he has trust. So he knows that whatever is going to be presented to him, whatever he is going to endure, he knows it's for his growth. He trusts the universe now. He knows the universe has his back. So this is why he can let fear go. So that's just a little, you know, in a nutshell, what the Fool's journey is. And this is your journey now, where you're trusting, you're surrendering, and you're taking that leap into the unknown as well, you know. So it's a leap of faith, but this is because when you go deep down into your soul, you know now that your faith is unwavering, you know, and this is what is coming in with this card. You know that all will be well and you will end up where you need to be, because there's so many opportunities out there just waiting for you to grasp them as well. There's a real innocence, again, like I say, with this card. You know, I always say that we've got to go back to being childlike. You know, children aren't tainted by the world, and this is what this card brings with it. You know, there's an innocence, there's a playfulness, you know, there's a carefreeness as well, and there's a loss of restraints here. Anything that has been holding you back up to now, you know, this is time to let go of it and dive into what will enhance you and what will aid your personal growth. I mean, amazing time to do it. You know, we've got the solar eclipse tomorrow. You know, no better time than to shut the door on the past and, you know, dive through that door in the future, you know, because this is why I feel this energy is coming in today as well. Because when this card comes in, it's like the worry, the anxiety goes, you know, and you trust, you know where you're going. I mean, if we have a look at this card here, you know, it's quite like a shaman, this. And this is supposed to be the shamanic animal here, you know, which has been biting at her heels, telling her that she needs to do it, you know. But she's got a drum here, and this is, you know, when I get this, it's like dancing to the beat of your own drum now. You know, you're not waiting for somebody to play the drum and tell you what you should be doing or where you should be going. This is your dancing to the beat of your own drum, you know, and you can make your music. That's really strange. Sadly, we lost Gene Wilder last night, who was probably with most of you, he was a huge, huge figure when we were growing up, you know, and Willy Wonka is, you know, I absolutely love it. I think that's pretty much like Tanya world. And I was talking to one of my friends last night about it and how sad it was. And one of the quotes that I came up is, we are all music, we are the music makers and the dreamer of dreams, you know, and that just came in there when it was like, make your own music, dance to the beat of your own drum, you know. So we can learn a lot from Willy Wonka. I think maybe I might watch that today. I really love that. I love that film. So sorry, again, like I say, a tangent. So back to the Fool, okay? This Fool doesn't really know where he's going, but he's not lost, you know, because he doesn't really have a direction. He knows he's being guided, and he's trusting that as well. And he doesn't really know what lies ahead, but there's an excitement about him as well. And it's, like I say, there's an adventure he feels. So this is saying, no matter how crazy this can seem in your logical head, today is the day to take that leap, you know, take that leap of faith. I mean, they say within life, we don't have a safety net, and we don't. But when we stay in safe, nothing ever happens there. Nothing grows. We don't grow. We're in safe, and safe is, I don't think it's a good place to be. You know, I don't like being in safe. You know, I would rather when you come out of your safety net, or when there's no safety net there, then you get this excitement, you get this adrenaline, you have this passion for life, and you have to trust, you know, and that is a really wonderful way to be. So what this card is saying here, it's a time when you truly, truly need to believe and have faith in where the universe is taking you here, you know, because at the moment, it's like you can move mountains, you know. I want you to expect miracles at the moment, because I really feel you'll get them. And remember, a miracle is when we change our perception from fear to love. So, I said that there's a lot of fear goes when this card comes in. So this is why it's expect miracles at this time, Try not to think too much about, oh, what might happen? What if that doesn't? What if that? Think about how amazing it will be when it does. So this is a real card of just getting the feeling inside of you, feeling that, like, feeling the butterflies in your tummy and knowing, this is going to be exciting. I'm heading off on an adventure, So this is what you've got to do, trust yourself and trust the universe here. So it's like just taking a long run, shutting your eyes and just jumping, because there's really exciting times ahead. That is what's coming in with this. There's a lovely energy, but you just have to believe that, that it's there. That's the thing, you have to believe, because the energy there is really, really amazing. And like I say, it's, you don't know what is ahead, but that is where you are being called. So now we have the Osho card, and this is a card called Adventure, and I absolutely love this. And I've never thought before, when I've read the cards, that these two actually coincide with each other as well, So what this is saying, this card is, they're saying like an adventure is when one goes forward through a new door, that's what an adventure is. And they accept that change as well, it's like, right, okay, I'm going to do this. So this card talks about like making decisions and moving, but not letting complacency or safety or fear stopping them from doing it, If we have a look in this card, I don't know if you can see that, the light's not getting it very well there, but there's a child, so this childlike innocence is coming in again, and they're walking towards a rainbow of colours, This is the page of rainbows, yeah, So it's walking towards a much more colourful world. If we have a look around the world here from they're venturing out of, looks pretty, it looks pretty dark, and then it's like, wow, all of these colours, and this rainbow world, a bit like the Willy Wonka world, is actually like waiting for them, So this card tells us that it's like, when we do move into this time of adventure, we must do it like a child, we must do it with wonder, and we must do it with innocence as well, because children don't really have expectations that much, because they have that little to draw on, it's like they haven't seen the bumps that they can get, so they're not tainted by this. But if we all could go back to being more childlike and being more trusting of the universe and being more trusting of each other, the world would be a much nicer place as well. So it's like he has got no vision of what goes wrong. He's just following the light and following this colour, because he wants to be part of that. So it's like step by step, and it's his sense of curiosity as well is drawing him. You think about yourself when you were a child, what type of child were you? If something caught your eye, did you go off and follow it, and you weren't scared? It was, I need to know what's going on there. And this is what's happening with this card. So there's a real, don't be scared of walking into the unknown, because what is coming in with this as well is like, I really feel this adventure has been presented to you, or this door has been opened because your soul has a little bit of wanderlust, your soul's been sitting going, please, I need an adventure, I need more colour in my life or whatever. And it's like, as if by magic, this door's appeared, because there's a lot of magic in this card as well. And like I say, like very much like the Fool, it signifies new beginnings, and when we go on an adventure, yeah, we take a map, but by planning an adventure and organizing it and, all of that takes the fun out of it, I don't know about many of you, but if ever I go on holiday, I cannot do a package deal. I just can't. I get too itchy feet when I'm stuck and confined in one place. So I book a flight and then I go wherever I'm led. So there's no plans, but I always end up with amazing experiences or meeting amazing people on the way, you know. So this is saying, don't plan, you can sit your whole life planning, you know, it's just doing. This is what it's saying, you know, don't plan, just do, right? Okay. So we need to get out, we need to break the patterns that have been imposed on us as well. You know, I mean, there's a lot of conditioning that we have built up over the years, and this is from the media, this is from our peers, you know, this is from the corporate world, this is from the beige world, you know, everybody telling us what we should do and what we should be striving for and all of this, you know, where it's like our soul is saying, no, I want color, I want to be free, not confined, you know. So with this card, it's really about having to take back our sense of magic, you know, and trusting, you know, as well, knowing the universe and spirit have our back here, and allowing that spirit within you. Like I say, this sort of the God self in the Fool, this is when we know and we trust ourselves. So allowing this spirit that is within you, this free spirit, you know, because spirits and souls, you know, are not tied down. So allowing this free spirit to come through you, you know, being open, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you know, and allowing yourself to take this first step on this adventure. You know, like I've said, life doesn't come with a safety net, you know, but it's a moment-to-moment experience. And what we should do with life is we should feel it, you know, it should be heard, it should be felt with every single cell of our being. This is what life is about, you know, and this is what these two cards are saying, you know. It's like, your time is now. This is what I know they've been saying. Time is the time is now. It's there. Your time is now. It's just said, you know. And this is, I really feel there's a realization within this as well, where it's suddenly like the light goes on, the light bulb moment, and it's like, right, okay, this is it. I want my life to be an adventure, and it's you know, it's, what is it they say? It's not how many breaths you take, it's how many moments take your breath away. And this is what, you know, I really feel this is what collectively as a whole, this is what we are needing now, you know. We're needing that that connection where it's you know, there's a deepness, you know, where we can communicate with somebody else about our emotions, about our feelings, about our hopes, about our dreams, you know, these crazy conversations where everything just comes so fast, because it's like suddenly you're letting all of this out. And this is what is coming with this. I mean, again, going back to children, you know, if you ever see a child when they've come in from their first day at school or something, and they're like a little robot, they're like a little Duracell bunny, you know, and they just go on and on and on and on. And this is what I'm feeling here, you know. I'm feeling the excitement. There's so much I'm wanting to say. There's so much excitement coming through with these cards. So, you know, sorry, I may have gone on sounding a bit like a lunatic there, but this is the feeling that is coming through with the cards, and it's lovely. I'm really liking it. So today, I think the message with today is be open and be brave as well. You know, every adventurer is, you know, has to have bravery there as well. And we can't be brave when we have fear. So it's again, it's all these choices between fear at the moment, isn't it? Somebody sent me a message yesterday saying that they can feel the fear dissolving. And, you know, that is great, because when we let go of fear, we open ourselves up to so much more, you know. And the world is a beautiful and wonderful place, but we sort of have to, sorry, they're showing me, I don't know if that's a fence or something about getting over the fence. I don't know, sorry, I'm at the end of the card now, and I can't be bothered to go into that fully. But anyway, you get the gist. So today, I just think it's being brave and really feel this excitement, really allow yourself to feel it. So if anybody would like a reading with me, please get in touch. Either below is my Facebook link and my website link. You can book through both of them. If you follow me on Facebook as well, occasionally I do live readings as well. So I don't know if I'm going to have time to do any of them this week, but I will try whenever I get a spare few minutes. I always try to do a few live readings on there. And thank you for all of the messages that I received yesterday. There was loads, and it's really nice. A lot of new people as well. So really nice to meet you, and thank you for taking the time to send those messages. It is really appreciated. So please let me know if you're feeling the Fool's energy today, and please let me know if you're ready for that adventure as well, because it's good. It's like I say, I really love that card. I do love the Osho cards, but please let me know how it's all going, and I'll be back tomorrow with the card of today. Satnam.